What's up, everybody? Imagine Racing Dudes reporting live from Santa Anita Park for Breeders' Cup. Well, I guess it's the Saturday before Breeders' Cup Saturday, but today's the day we expect to see most everybody work. The second set is done. They're out there grooming the track right now. Some horses that I got to see put in some work. Didn't see that many. I think 7:45 this next set is going to be the major one. So if you're not, watch the Breakfast at the Breeders' Cup on the Breeders' Cup YouTube channel or on Twitter or wherever you watch stuff, because you're going to want to see all the 7:45 set horses get their stuff done. I'll be back after that set is completely done, give you my thoughts. But first of all, the 6:30 set. Got to see some horses go on the training track, got to see some on the dirt. Archangelo came out for a jog. That horse is gorgeous. He looks closer to 5 than 3. I saw Elite Power out for a jog, and Archangelo is like a gray version of Elite Power, which is how big he is, and he looks very happy. The Mott horses all look pretty happy here. I got to see Casa Creed come out. Cody's Wish, of course, got to see him. The Japanese horses had their usual contingent come out. They do something that's interesting. If you've seen the Japanese train or be at tracks like this before for big events, they just send the horses out there and they just do slow laps and they just keep galloping or jogging, just going around and around and around. They get comfortable, they get stretched out. It's a different training method. Clearly seems to be working well for them. One thing that I did notice, Dermis Sotogake, he doesn't seem very focused when he's out here. I remember leading up to the Kentucky Derby, Dr. Miranda was at the track and saying that he was having trouble adjusting to things. He seems to be having that trouble here, and I don't know if that's his personality. Someone who follows Dermis Sotogake would know better than me if that's his personality type. And by the way, I'm going to try and get back to the Japanese barn sometime this week, interview them, and I'll ask them about Dermis Sotogake. But his head was kind of all over the place, looking around. Behind him, he had Songline, who was this super professional 5-year-old mare. She had her mind on business, and Derma was just like, hey, what's over there? What's over there? What's over there? So it was a little, I don't know. He's not a horse I want to play in the Derby or the Breeders' Cup, but it's something I'm a little concerned of for him. Ushwa Tesoro looks great. Two horses that surprised me, well, kind of. Two horses I think that I saw work this morning that I think you really need to take a closer look at for the Breeders' Cup because of how good they look. Number one, the Chosen Vron. Sprinter. He got into the Breeders' Cup sprint by way of winning the Bing Crosby Stakes. He's a Calbred. He's on this unbelievable hot streak. The Bing Crosby was his first big win against Open Company. He loves Santa Anita Park. He's a local horse. He worked on the training track, which to me was a little, okay, he's a dirt horse. He likes the dirt track here. Why are we on the dirt instead of the training track, or the train track instead of the dirt? He did 47-1 for 4 furlongs, and he didn't look like, he looked like he was moving, but he's such a fluid mover. The rider wasn't pushing him at all. 47-1 on the training track. That's like 47-1 on synthetic. Like, what? That's crazy. So he looks really good. He was just motoring out there. I'm going to turn around and get a little, you get a nice view of the parking lot. This is what the background is like behind the track. And you got the San Gabriel Mountains right there. The other horse you really need to pay attention to, I've been hyping her up as an underneath play in the distaff for months. Desert Dawn for Phil D'Amato, 3-year-old filly. She's not fast early, and that's been her detriment racing in California. She got second to Adair Manor in the Clement Hirsch at Del Mar. She closes. She's got a really strong kick. She can go the distance of 1 1/8. She's not fast enough to win the distaff. I don't think she's good enough, at least not yet, as a 3-year-old. Watch out for her underneath. She was working with 2 horses, and she went 3 wide around them and was moving like just smooth as butter. The other 2 workers were pushing hard to keep up with her. They failed miserably. She went 3 wide around both of them and looked great doing it. So Desert Dawn looked incredible, play underneath into the distaff, and the Chosen Vron, it's a horse I wanted to try and beat in the sprint, but man, he looks really good out here. So those are my thoughts after the 6:30 set. I'll be back for the 7:45 a.m. set when that is finished. Make sure you go to youtube.com/racingdude, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss any of these videos I'll be doing all week leading up to the Breeders' Cup. Tons of content coming out to you. And of course, check out the betting Bible at racingdudes.com. Let's get the 14 trends to know for betting on the Breeders' Cup. So much fun over there. Hope to see you at racingdudes.com, where we have free picks for every race, every track across the country. Until next time, good luck.